Howdy, home buyers. Got some interesting and, dare I say, thought-provoking statistics out of the National Association of Realtors last week. I want to bring that to your attention, tell you what's going on with new construction, and offer some of my thoughts on why it makes total sense that new home sales, pending sales, are higher than existing home sales when you consider our current interest rate and affordability issues. So, Dr. Lawrence Yun is the chief economist at the National Association of Realtors. I was fortunate to be able to join a webinar where he was explaining some of his takeaways from NAR's mid-year report. And so, as it relates to new construction, two things to bear in mind here. We're already talking about the National Association of Realtors, and we know that real estate is always local. And then number two, we're talking about the mid-year report. And here we are fixing to close out Q3 already. So that's a little bit of the delayed feedback that we get. That's just kind of the nature of our business here in real estate. But nevertheless, we are talking about big picture things and macro trends. So let's get into the thought-provoking statistics. Pending home sales, meaning the number of homes that are currently under contract. At the mid-year point, existing home sales, pending home sales were actually down, like historically down, to the point that it's causing concern in our industry about affordability, about inventory, and how we can keep the industry kind of moving. So existing home sales down year to date. On the flip side, this new construction pending home sales number was up year to date. So, why does that make sense, and what are the likely outcomes of this situation? Well, Dr. Yun suggested that part of the explanation here is inventory. See, builders are not selling as quickly as they were, and therefore there is more available inventory of new home sales. He felt that, if existing home sales could see the same kind of trend, that inventory continues to grow, that it will kind of take care of itself, and we'll see more pending sales at the end of the year or midway point next year and so on. But these builders have more inventory available, and so simply by having more homes available, there are more pending sales than they were at this time last year. You see, the other interesting statistic here is the margin between new home sales, which are traditionally obviously more expensive because everything's new, and existing home sales. That price per square foot or price overall, that gap is shrinking because new home sales prices are dipping just a little bit while existing home sales continue to rise. So that makes sense. Dr. Yun's suggestion there that the inventory is partly to blame for the kind of sad pending existing home sales number, and is to credit for the number of pending new home sales. Here's the other thing. This is conjecture on my part, but I truly believe that our current interest rate and affordability market makes total sense that the buyer who is so budget concerned because of their interest rates would opt to go for new construction. I've seen that calculus play out with my clients so far this year, where there's just a reliability and a dependability in new construction. I don't have to paint the house. I don't have to replace the carpet. I know that HVAC is new and not 10 or 15 years old, and man, I hope the current sellers have maintained that. Right? And so I think that also allows buyers who are so budget conscious to step up to the plate, to sign up for new construction. And then the other piece that's definitely not going to be recorded in this type of data is the number of incentives that you're seeing out here with new construction. Locally, we've seen as much as $30,000 towards down payment and closing cost or upgrades if you put a contract on these new construction homes. So those types of incentives are also allowing buyers to step up to the plate and write contracts on new construction versus their concerns over budget, maintenance, and out-of-pocket expenses that just come with existing homes and those purchases. So if you guys have any other ideas about what we're seeing in new construction, or want to discuss what your options are as a borrower and a buyer, I'm happy to discuss those things. I'm at 901-497-5615. You can reach me anytime, and I hope you're having a great day. Thanks for watching.